Hello everyone, in this video I'll show you how you can create this bottom navigation view inside your Android app. So when you click to home, it shows you the home fragment. For messages, it shows the message fragment, and for profile, it shows the profile fragment. So let's get started. At first, you have to go to your app level Gradle file. Here you have to paste a dependency. I will provide this dependency in the description below. Now click on sync now, and then you have to make some icons for your bottom navigation view. So let's create a drawable new vector asset, and let's select home, and let's select then messages, IC_message, and now let's select profile, person, IC_person. Our icons are ready. Now let's click on our res folder, right click, new, and Android resource directory. Now set the resource type to menu and click on OK. Now go to the menu folder, right click on it, and select a new main resource file. Let's name it bottom_menu and click on OK. Now inside here we have to define our items. So our first item is ID home, our icon is drawable/IC home, and our title is home. Now let's copy this for 2 more times. Here the ID would be message, and this one would be profile, its icon would be IC_message, and the text would be message. This one is profile, so its icon would be IC_person, and the title is profile. Okay, now let's go to our main activity.xml file inside our layout folder. Here let's change the root layout to relative layout, and inside the relative layout let's create a bottom navigation view. Okay, now let's set the width and height to wrap content. Sorry, the width would be match parent. That's it. Now let's set this bottom navigation view to the bottom. So we'll select set align parent bottom to true, and then we'll set app menu to our menu/bottom menu which we have created. As you can see, our icons are added. Now let's create a frame layout to show our fragments. Frame layout, match parent, and now let's give this bottom navigation view an ID, bottom_nav, and here the frame layout should be layout above bottom nav. Okay, and the frame layout should also have an ID, which is fragment underscore container. Now let's create some layout file for our fragments. So go to layout, new layout resource file. Let's name it fragment underscore home and change the root element to relative layout. Click on OK, and inside here let's create a text view of wrap content. Let's set the text to home fragment and center in parent true, and change the text size to 40 sp. Let's also change the background colors. Background Android color / hollow red light. Okay, now let's copy this for 2 more times for our another 2 fragments. Ctrl C, Ctrl V, change the name fragment messages, click on OK, and also Ctrl V for fragment profile. Let's change the items. So here we'll show profile fragment and the color would be green, and for the messages fragment it would be messages fragment and the color would be blue. Okay, now let's create some classes for our fragment. So go to Java, here create a new Java class, name it home fragment, and set the superclass to fragment this one, and then click on OK. Now inside the home fragment class we have to override on create view, and here instead of this we will return inflator dot inflate r dot layout dot fragment home. The second parameter would be our container, and the third one is false. Okay, now let's copy this 2 more times. Ctrl C and Ctrl V, home fragment to message fragment. The layout would be fragment underscore messages. Again Ctrl V. Now it would be profile fragment. The layout would be fragment underscore profile. That's it. Now let's go to our main activity.java. Here we have to initialize our bottom navigation view. So bottom navigation view, is equal to find view by id r dot id dot bottom nav. Now we have to create some on-click listener for our bottom navigation view. So let's set bottom navigation view dot set on navigation item selected listener, and let's name it nav underscore listener. We have to create this nav listener, so go outside of your onCreate method, and here we have to create private bottom navigation view dot on navigation item selected listener. Let's name it nav underscore listener. Now we have to create a new on navigation item selected listener for this. So new on navigation item selected listener. Inside here we are getting our menu item, so at first let's put a semicolon here, and then what we are gonna do is inside this menu item on navigation item selected, we will set the fragment selected fragment to null, and then we'll search for the current fragment from the user clicks the icons. So write switch, and here we can get menu item dot get item ID, and inside the switch case, if we get the r.id.home, then we will call the home fragment. So let's set the selected fragment equals new home fragment. That's it, and now set a break here. Now we have to copy this two more times for our other two fragments. Copy. So for the ID messages, we'll call the message fragment, and for the profile we will call the profile fragment. New profile fragment. Okay, so now we have to return true, and before returning the value we have to set the selected fragment. So let's write get support fragment manager dot begin transaction dot replace, and from r.id.fragment container we will paste the selected fragment, and then we will write dot commit. That's it. Now in order to show the home fragment while the user opens the app, we have to copy this and paste it under the onCreate method. So just paste it, and instead of the selected fragment we will create new home fragment. That's it. Now let's run our project. So as you can see, our project is ready. So when I click the home fragment, it's inside the home fragment. When I click on messages, it changes to message fragment. For profile, it shows profile. That's it. If this video was useful for you, then please consider subscribing.